guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing and rocking with me thus far. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe, because if you don't, I'm gonna ask you what you waiting for. Anyway, I have brought to you guys this fall look. It's really cute, nice and smoky. Fall could be too early, who's to say? I don't care. But I was inspired by this look because I live in Florida and it's always hot, it's always sticky, it's always humid. And so when I was dropping my kids off this morning, I felt a little piece of breeze outside and I was like, sis, is that fall? So I came home and I created this wonderful look, and I love how it turned out. So gorgeous to me. The link to my hair, if you have any questions about my hairstyle, the link to how I created it and everything I used, I will make sure that I put that in the description box, so that you guys can go ahead and watch that if you haven't already watched it. And yeah, I really love this look. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any more ideas or anything that you'd like to see me bring on this channel, let me know. I am looking forward to bringing so much more makeup looks, so much more hair tutorials as well. And in the meantime, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay, hi guys. So today I'm going to do a makeup look, and I'm actually going to do a talk through. I kind of like those. I think they're really cool because, you know, the person who's doing the makeup gets to kind of give you guys a little bit of tricks or explain things better when they're showing them to you, versus just kind of putting the music on and just going, you know, doing everything and having the music in the background. So I decided to actually, you know, do a talk through. And plus, I don't know if you guys heard me in my other video when I mentioned it. Sometimes my voiceovers are not that clear just because of the software that I use. So I just would rather do a talk through and make sure that you guys can hear me and say exactly what I want to say. So in today's look, it is going to, I'm actually using 3 palettes. You don't have to use these same palettes. I don't have a whole lot of makeup like that. And I mean, I have a good amount, but I don't have a lot. And so the colors that I was really looking for, I don't have them all in one palette. I had to kind of branch out and use different palettes. So don't be discouraged if you don't have these same palettes. You can totally use whatever palettes you have that have colors, you know, kind of close to these. So the palettes that I'm going to be using, number 1 is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I am going to also use the Lorac Pro palette. And the Vice palette. I already done my eyebrows and I've done one eye, so I'm just going to do the other eye with you guys. And I've already done my eyebrows, and I put concealer on my lid as a base, and then I also set it with my my loose finishing powder. And this is the one I used. I used the this is the Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder in medium deep, and I actually feel like this is a little bit too light for my under eye and my face, so I just used it for my base to set my Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm going to go into Raw Sienna. And that's this color right here. It's a matte color. It's like a tan color, and I'm just gonna start to make sure you guys can see me. I'm just gonna go in my crease area like a transition color. And I know you guys can't see that color that much, but that's okay. It's just, we're gonna build a crease with burnt orange. That's this color right here. And we're going to go right on top of that area that we were just in. This is actually more difficult than I thought, talking. Because I got to talk and make sure I'm in the frame and make sure like the lighting is good. It's kind of tricky. I'm just picking up a little bit more of that color to kind of blend it out. And you can see it starting to, our crease is deepening up just a little bit. It'll be much deeper later. But we're just building colors up right now. River. And that's this really nice orange right here. At the end. It's almost like a brick orange. And that's gonna really deepen up. You see that? It's starting to deepen up our crease. Put a little bit more on there. Y'all, I promise I'm trying to stay in frame. So if ever I get out, I'm so sorry. It's this nice red color here, right there. And I'm gonna go right in the crease as well. Now, I will say what I like to do when I'm kind of creating when I want it to be concentrated in my outer V. I go in with the color and I swirl it in the outer V, and then I just drag it over. I do swirl, and then I kind of do windshield wiper motions, like, you know, back and forth. See, so it's more concentrated in the V, and then it kind of lightens up gradually as it goes over. That's just a little thing that I like to do when I'm applying my makeup, and I like it when I want it to be, and that's only when I want it to be more concentrated on the outside. Now, if you're doing a look where it's reversed and you want it more concentrated on the inner and gradually come out, then I would recommend just doing it. I'm gonna go in with Venetian red. That's this color here, like a cranberry color. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Concentrate it on the end, drag it out. Concentrate it on the end, drag it out. And you guys, you wanna make sure you're blending your colors really nicely, because you don't want your eyeshadow to have harsh lines. You don't want it to where people can tell where you started a color, stopped a color, you know. You want it to look very seamless. So that's what I'm doing. Now we're gonna put this palette on pause for a second, and we're gonna go into our Pro palette. And there's a color in here. It's called Deep Purple. It's right here. It's a deep plum, almost eggplant, like an eggplant shimmer color thing. Now, when I'm applying Deep Purple, I'm gonna come in just a little further than I did with the red. I kind of concentrated here, dragged it out. With the purple, I'm going to concentrate a little bit over. So I'm gonna concentrate here, and then drag it out. So concentrate here on the outer lid. Concentrate on the outer lid and in my outer V. And drag it out. So like I want this to be like a kind of like a smoky on the outside, but I want the red to still peek. I want these red colors to still peek through. I don't want it to just be like purple, like smoky purple. I want the red to actually, you know, kind of shine a little bit too. I think it adds character to this look. I don't even know if I mentioned this tape. Obviously you guys can see it, but this tape is going to allow me to have that sharp edge like I want, and it helps me with my wing eyeliner because I'm gonna wing it out. So if you don't want to, you don't have to. If you don't, you know, struggle with having it sharp on the edges, you know, be a little bit more advanced, or if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. It's okay. It's just something that I did. And also, you don't have to do the tape. You can totally, you know, do your eyeshadow as you please, and then take a makeup wipe and, you know, go kind of sharp with it. Or you can add some concealer right there with the Q-tip or with the angled brush, you know, whatever you please. And totally be very patient. Sometimes, guys, you have to go in with your, you have to go in your makeup, you know, you have to dib and dab over and over and over, and that's okay. Sometimes you have to build up your colors. So don't be discouraged if it's not coming out the way you want in like one swipe or one swatch on your eye. Makeup is almost never ever done. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in the Anastasia palette, and I'm gonna pick up some more of that Venetian red, because remember, we want the red to peek through, and the purple is kind of standing alone a little bit. So because I want the red to peek through, I'm actually going to bring the red up just a little higher like that, so it can kind of peek, it can come through, but I also want it to kind of shine at the top. Not all the way up here. I'm just kind of going right here, you know, kind of right, a little bit above my crease area. But I'm still concentrating it on the end. Like that. Excuse me, I don't think this brush has any product. If it does, we'll find out. But just gonna go in and kind of in circular motions and kind of soften that up the parts that we went up with above the crease. I want to soften it up. I don't want those lines to be harsh and noticeable. A little concealer, and this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toffee. Create like a half cut crease, I guess you call it. Now I can't talk when I do this because I have to concentrate. So I'm just going to lightly stroke, and when you do this, I found it's so much better when you don't look up. So like, look down. You want to allow it to dry before you look up, or like dry some. You don't want it to be super wet, and you want to be careful. You don't want this to go above your crease. You want to keep it nice and clean cut at your crease. Like that. If the line isn't perfect, that's okay. So they're gonna cover it up anyways, but get it as neat as possible. Inside the Lorac Pro palette, there's a color called Gold, and I'm gonna just pick up some of that on my brush. Yeah, see, when I see how that just kind of creased, but that's okay. We can clean that up later. All right, now I'm gonna focus on putting this gold color on my lid. And I'm gonna bring it over just a tad bit onto the purple. Like that. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go inside my Vice palette. It's really pretty color. It's called Sonic. So I just went across like that. And we're just going right on top of that gold color. We're not going to go all the way across. The Venetian red from the Anastasia palette. And I'm going to put it right here at the top. Put that at the top. So, and I'm actually going to go over that part that where I had that little random streak of concealer. I'll go right above that. Just like that. And it creates this really nice berry color. So then I'll go in and soften it up, just like we did before. This is my brush from before with no product on it. And then I'm gonna go in my Pro palette and I'm gonna pick up that deep purple and I'm gonna concentrate it at the bottom again. Just so it can kind of have a gradient effect. And it don't have to be like right, you know, right there in the middle. Kind of go over it a little bit so it can kind of overlap and look like a gradient, so it doesn't look so, you know, split down the middle. And what I even do is I take the brush that I used for my shimmer color and I kind of bring that color right on over on top of the purple. You see that, how it's not perfect? Like at the top it comes across and then it kind of slowly tapers down, like coming over a little bit. I want it like that. I want it just like that. Okay guys, so I have applied my liner and my lash, what did I do? My liner and my mascara and my lashes. The Maybelline Fit Dewey and Smooth in 360 Mocha. So I'm just putting a little bit on my hand. Oh, I guess I better take the tape off, huh? Girl, what I thought I was gonna go with this tape. I'm going in with my foundation. This is only like my third time wearing this foundation and I really like it. It's light, but it gives, you know, medium coverage. And it easily looks natural. Put that under my eye, like that. Sometimes I can be a bit heavy-handed on the bridge of my nose, and my nose is tiny like a button. And I feel like when I do that, it just totally, like, it gives me this unwanted contour look on my nose. And my nose doesn't need any contouring, and it's, like I said, it's already tiny. So if I do go on my nose, I'll just use the product that's already on my brush, and I'll just lightly kind of tap it like that. And that's just enough. That's all I need. Like this concealer, it just glides on. It's so smooth. Like it's thinner in consistency. Oh my gosh. Like, look at my face, y'all. This is like skin on skin, honey. Like this is so pretty. Man, that's nice. This medium deep Fit Me, the same one that I used to set my concealer on my eyes. I used it yesterday on my face and I feel like it ghosted me out. Maybe I did too much, so I'm gonna try it again on camera. Fingers crossed, prayers up. Oh my foundation and concealer is working so bomb. Like if this messes it up, I'm gonna be upset. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I'm not gonna put any more than that. I'm gonna put like the slightest bit, and I'm just gonna dab it until it goes into my skin. I'm not baking. I'm not a fan of baking because I feel like you can get, you know, you can look real casket ready if you bake for too long, or, you know, now if that's the look you're going for, if that's the look you're going for, you know, whatever floats your boat. But in my opinion, I ain't trying to be looking like I'm ready for nobody's casket. Okay, okay, it's good. I think it was just the way I did it yesterday, child. Yesterday. Set on my forehead and with a tiny bit on my nose, since I did put a little product there. Just boop, boop, boop. Even though my face looks so good with this foundation, y'all, like, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it looks so nice, girl. And I kind of don't even want to put this powder on top of it, but I'm gonna just do it real light, you know, very light. Keep it light. Oh yes, girl. Don't worry, I'm gonna blend it out. I ain't gonna leave it so harsh like that. Not much, but like just enough to, you know, hit the sun back like what? Not much. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with Sonic from the Vice palette. I'm gonna do a little bit here at the bottom, and I'm gonna overlap them right here where they meet. I'm gonna overlap Sonic on top of the deep purple, so it's not like so harsh, like stop in the middle. Same thing I was doing for the eyeshadow at the top, so you can allow it to be have a gradient effect. Like that. It's a light pink shimmer. Inner corner right there. Nothing too major, just a little bit.